Good morning, Superstone Mill teachers. As we conduct our RTI interventions, it is important that we monitor the data as often as possible. So with this screencast, we're going to learn how to use our online instruction report to inform our decisions as far as our RTI interventions. Sit back and please listen.
On your dashboard, you'll see right away if your students are spending enough time in their online lessons to get the greatest gains, and if you have students who are struggling and need your support. Let's take a closer look at what you can learn about the progress of your students in their online lessons. You have a link right here to go into the online instruction data for your class. The first thing you'll see in your online instruction report is a summary for all your students. You'll see the same snapshot that's on your dashboard, indicating if your class has a healthy range of minutes spent in online lessons this week. And if you want to look back at the range of minutes your class spent in lessons last week, or any date range, you can easily switch your view at the top of the report. You'll also see a snapshot of the percent of lessons passed by your students this school year, helping you know if your students are spending quality time in their online lessons. You can look to see how many students are in the healthy range of passing 70% or more. Focusing on these two metrics together, time on task and the percent of lessons passed, will give you a powerful indicator of whether your class is using online instruction effectively and is on track to achieve learning gains. Now, let's scroll down to the report to see student level detail. You can sort by time on task so you can identify which students need to spend more time this week in their online lessons. You can also sort your students by lessons passed this week or by any other date range of your choice, and by the percent of lessons passed this school year. Most importantly, you can sort by alerts so you can prioritize the students who need the most support. Let's click in here to learn more about the alert for this student, Lucy Sharp. Right away, you see a clear explanation of what this alert means. You'll also see that we're directed to go to Lucy's student level report to learn more about which specific skills she's struggling in, and to explore resources that you can use to support her before turning her online lessons in this domain back on. You can take a look at Lucy's online instruction report by clicking her name. We'll show you what this looks like and what we can learn about her needs in our next video.
Based off what you've seen so far, teachers, if you have any questions, please write them down so we can address them at another point.
Let's take a look at what insights you'll see at the student level. We've clicked into Lucy Sharp's online instruction report. You see right away her progress through her lessons this school year. You see the grade level where she began the year in each domain, represented by the short vertical blue line, as well as how far she's progressed in her personal learning path, represented by the blue dot. You can see she's now working in on grade level content. If you see a gap in a student's learning path, that indicates that the student's lesson path has been adjusted by a teacher or by iReady, and the student has resumed lessons at the place where the line picks back up. You'll also see that Lucy has alerts in a domain for which she'll need support, in this case, comprehension. We'll look at more alerts and how you can take instructional action to help your students in the next video. Further down the report, you'll see an overview of the lessons that Lucy has passed this school year and her total time on task. You'll also see domain level detail and additional time on task reporting, so you get a view beyond this week. Scrolling down, we get a view of the lessons that Lucy has in progress or completed. You can filter by lessons that Lucy has passed or not passed, sort by her score, or by her time on task, to see if there are lessons she's completed too quickly or spent more time than you expected. We've been looking at lessons that Lucy is working on right now, or those she's completed. But you can also click to see lessons she has coming up, all without leaving this report. You'll see lessons assigned by iReady based on Lucy's placement on the diagnostic, close reading lessons, if any have been assigned by iReady, and any lessons that you have chosen to assign.
The report you just viewed can be used for your RTI children as well as your children who are not in RTI. Please put it to good use.
Now that we've reviewed how to use your online instruction reports, let's take a moment to look at how they can help you respond when your students most need your support. We've seen previously that Lucy has struggled in comprehension and that this domain has been turned off. This happened because she failed both of her attempts at 2 consecutive lessons within comprehension. Let's scroll down and take a closer look at precisely where Lucy struggled. We see here one of the lessons that prompted Lucy to receive a domain shutoff alert. You can click on the lesson's name and see the lesson's learning objectives, estimated time to complete the lesson, and the standard or standards that Lucy is struggling with. You can also preview the lesson or take a look at the quiz that Lucy did not pass. Now, let's go back to the report. You'll see that where there's an alert, we can click the plus sign and you'll see a plain language explanation of what this alert means. Here, we see a description of why Lucy's comprehension domain has been shut off, and we see 2 links. The first is a link to explore instructional resources, which you can use to help Lucy build her skills in comprehension. Let's explore the resources available to you. We're brought to your library of tools for instruction. We see a list of downloadable teacher-led mini lessons in the specific domain and grade level where Lucy is struggling, comprehension in grade 3. You can open any lesson in a new browser tab with a click, so you can choose the instruction that you think is most appropriate for Lucy. You can also browse this library at any time through the Assess and Teach dropdown in your top navigation. Back to your report. Once you're satisfied Lucy has the support she needs to succeed in her lessons, it's simple to get her working in this domain again so she can get back to building her skills in iReady.
Now, the expectation is no child should ever get to the point where they have that red icon by their name, meaning that their domain has been cut off. Hopefully, an intervention was done prior to that when we see the yellow icon. So let's keep these things in mind as we move forward. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email myself or Ms. James, or also you can come by our office and we can make a time to meet. So please review this screencast as many times as you need, and hopefully it will prove to be valuable to you. Thank you.